All right, you guys, let's talk about the church. These white mega churches. And it's been a whole lot going on this week, hasn't it? All right. First of all, we know about Paula White, who is the evangelist who was praying that the truth would come out with YSAP and the results from the election and all of that. Very much in support of YSAP. So not surprising that she, along with those who are associated with her, would support YSAP. I've been seeing people talking about Christianity and white supremacy and the ties between the two. And although I consider myself a Christian, it breaks my heart to think that my religion, my beliefs are being, that white supremacy is taking over something that I have felt was so pure for all these years. Now it's got an ugly little face to it. Paula White saying what she said, and then Real Talk Kim having to say what she had to say, co-signing that. Many people in black gospel pointing those folks out and being non-supportive or wanting to call them to the table to find out, like, are you really supportive of YSAP? I don't know why they wouldn't be not surprised. Like, I just don't. I don't follow none of them. I never have followed Real Talk Kim. I don't follow Paula White, but I do know of these names, of course. I see them just like you guys see them, right? But I've had my certain suspicions about them and, kind of side-eyeing them, kind of feeling appropriation sometimes, cultural appropriation and, so I just always was leery, but I was like, you know what? They're Christians. They're praising the Lord. Like, I won't deal with them, but they're not doing bad things. I don't think so. Up until now, that was just kind of my stance. But now I'm just like, well, that's not surprise. That's no surprise that none. These people probably have donated all kind of money to YSAP. Okay. But anyway, Hillsong Church and Carl Lentz. I can't get my words right. Y'all know he was the pastor. He was one of the associate pastors there, who had risen to pretty much stardom because he had taken Justin Bieber under his wing as a spiritual guidance person. He baptized Justin. He was trying to get, when Justin was going through his little nervous breakdown or whatever he was going through, Justin and Haley, have actually been a part of that church, and they believed, and Carl Lentz was a big part of that. We found out last week that they let him go from Hillsong because they said it was just moral inappropriations that he had done. We didn't know exactly what he did. They just said some moral, like he had made some wrong moral judgments. I assumed that he was having an affair. They just didn't want to say that. He finally came out and said that he had been cheating on his wife of 17 years for like the last 6-7 months or so with this woman, and he was so sorry, and how that goes. So after he came out and said that, then the mistress, all I know is her name is Ronin, R-A-N-I-N. She's Middle Eastern. I'm not sure where she's from, but she was 34 years old, and she came out and she done told the whole relationship. And I never will understand why, like, you was fine when you was doing it, all right, and then when you listen to the story of her talking about the relationship and how they kept breaking up and they kept on trying to stop it and all of that. They considered each other their drug. You know, she was his drug, he was her drug, and that's why they continued on. But now that the shit is completely broken off, then it seems like you should be like, okay, phew, I'm glad that's done. Instead, you upset and now you want to tell everybody. But let you tell it. you was trying to break up from him anyway. So what is it? You broke up with him. You mad because he broke up with you and you wasn't the one to make it final. She says that she told because she wants other people to come out. I'm not sure if she's just meaning in general or if she's meaning in particular, meaning like he has other women that he was messing with and she's hoping that many of his other mistresses will come out and speak. Well, the damage is done already. He been let go of the church. Justin and his girl, his wife, they done unfollowed him, and his name has been besmirchified. Shout out to Don King. But if there's another woman out there, or if there's other women out there, I mean, it's already bad that he's been cheating with one. I mean, I guess it would be worse if it was more than that. But yeah, Carl is out of a job right now. And I guess his main job, his number one job, is making sure that his marriage, that it survives this and what he has put his wife and his 3 children with his wife, 2 daughters and a son, I believe, through. But it looks like Carl and his wife, what the lady name is, Laura. It looks like Carl and Laura are trying to work it out. So as of now, I guess unless a whole bunch of other women come out, these two will still be staying together. But yeah, you guys, the church is going through some changes. What do you guys think about all of that? Oh, you know what? I got another story that I can tie in with this. Let me just go to the next one. I'm not sure if this is a new story because John Gray seems to just really be out there wilding. I thought that this was an old story that we already knew about. However, somebody in my comments said, no, this is again another new story. So y'all take that. Remember that part that I'm telling you that I'm not quite sure if this is new, but they're saying that he once again has cheated on his wife, Aventar. And, he out there apologizing publicly and saying that he, shouldn't have did it and all of that. If this is indeed a new story, then you guys, this will be the 3rd time that we know that he has done something like this. And it is just, come on now. I keep on saying things like, well, if his wife is fine with it, then why am I be upset with it? But now I'm starting to wonder, like, what is wrong with her? Why she keep on staying for something that continues to happen? I mean, if you did it, you said you were sorry, you're going to change your ways, and then you change your ways. That's one thing. But you keep on doing the same shit over and fucking over and over and over and over again. Then what? No sympathy, and we not gonna believe you. I mean, maybe Aventar is out there doing her thing and she ain't thinking about it. I don't know, but I didn't get too much more information because I kept on looking and the stories was running into each other. I wasn't sure if this was new or old or what. If y'all know anything more about it, then you let me know. I know I actually have a couple of people that go to his church that's on here, so maybe you guys can clarify for me. Is this a new story or is this just old news that's been rehashed? Child, it's getting hot in here. You see my face getting all glistening? It's actually evening time, and I don't normally do my videos this late, but I was like, let me do this on Thursday so I can have it up early Friday instead of me having to deal with this on Friday. So next story, you guys. Congratulations are in order to Alyssa Branch. Okay, she was just crowned Miss USA. She hails from Mississippi, and they say that she was the first Black well, I think she was the first Black girl that was from Mississippi. She was crowned in 2018, whatever got her to this point to compete in the Miss USA pageant. Not to be mistaken with Miss America, 2 totally different pageants from what I understand. So anyway, Black girl pretty. She won the whole shebang a few days ago. I actually saw her on Messy Miles's Instagram, when she was being crowned. And of course, him being from Mississippi, he was very proud of that fact. And then y'all, well, the tumbleweeds have come out of the closet and we found out that Miss Branch might be a Trump supporter. And child, you know how we feel about Black Trump supporters, honey. We don't have time nor patience for you. And if that is true, which is what they're saying it is, because I guess she's saying at a Trump rally. And I can't imagine, even if you was kind of soft and felt yourself leaning towards YSAP, I mean, you got to be really gung-ho about it if you go into Trump rallies. Like, I would be afraid to go to a Trump rally. I wouldn't feel safe. So if you felt safe enough to be there, then that means that you felt safe because you believe what they believe. Is kind of how I see it. Fuck a check. At this point, it can't be that much money in the world for you to be getting up there for a whole bunch of, YSAP supporters to try to do something to you. So they said that she sang there. That's what they're saying, that she's a YSAP supporter. They're saying that she is extremely conservative, and now she is on the apology tour, because I'm sure she has seen the same way that we did Chrisette Michelle, and the same way we did Tina from Mary Mary, and the same way that we did Steve Harvey, and all these other ones that thought that they were gonna get in there. But it's different with her, because she actually is a supporter. Now, I don't know if them people were actually supporters. I think that they felt like they was gonna get in there and try to turn it around for the black people, and it just didn't work out for them. Okay, but when she is a tried and true Trump supporter, then I don't know. I don't know about old girl, but that's what they saying. Miss Alyssa Branch is a YSAP supporter. I don't know why a black person would be supportive. I just don't get it. I don't get it. Even if you didn't like Biden, I don't know how you could support YSAP. He's an awful person. This is not Let's Talk About It. Let's move on to the next entertaining piece of gossip. All right, you guys, this one here is a follow-up for y'all. Y'all remember I told you guys about JeffreyToobin, who was on a Zoom call meeting with his peers from, I guess, the New Yorker. And I don't know what happened, got to moving too much and his elbow hit the camera and knocked it on down. And we saw he had exposed himself. He was in the middle of masturbation mode in the middle of his Zoom call meeting. I shouldn't laugh. Yeah, he exposed himself. Did not mean to do that. I think he said that he thought that he, remember I was telling you guys I didn't know exactly what was going on, like he was in a meeting and he's just jacking off. But no, now I understand it to mean that he actually was in his Zoom call meeting and he had another computer going where he was taking care of his business. Okay. I don't know if he was watching a porno over there or what, but the shit was getting hot and heavy over there, and he got distracted and he thought that he had turned off his Zoom call camera and muted his microphone, and he didn't. So, while Jeffrey is over there going to town, everybody over here saw what was going on. And so that was why, and I guess that is a little different. That, can you imagine being in a meeting and seeing that? And that motherfucker probably was so damn, preoccupied with what he was doing over here that he probably wasn't hearing them say, Jeff, we can see you. Jeff. He probably got about good 7 Jeffs before he was like, huh? But, what sucks about that is you couldn't wait to do this. Maybe an hour later, you could have jacked off all you wanted to. Now you done lost your good paying job with the New Yorker. He said he worked with them for 17 fucking years that they laid him off, and now he was looking forward to just reading his co-workers' articles and all, but he got the boot, which is really bad. Like, nobody needs to be losing jobs right now. I don't want people to be losing jobs right now. I don't give a fuck how much you make. You gonna need that shit when the salary is just completely gone. Yeah, it's bad. Now, I'm sure he'll land on his feet, you guys. I'm sure once he gets back past the embarrassment of this, I'm sure somebody will pick him up. CNN will let shit cool down, and then they'll maybe have him back on as a legal analyst and everything. But how embarrassing. And what a way to lose your job. Like, you could have been stealing from your job. You could have gotten to an argument or a fight with somebody on your job. I mean, there's many things that, that's really for real serious. And then you get fired from your job because you was jacking off on the fucking Zoom call. Like, how do you even put that on your resume? When you tell somebody and everybody knows. So it's like, now he got to be like, yeah, well, I was tripping that day. When he goes on his interviews, because they're going to be like, so do we have to worry about you doing? So yeah, you guys, po Jeffrey. I feel kind of bad for him, but then again, I'm just like, man, I'm going to need you to get control of your masturbation times. Do that shit when you get off the Zoom call. It's as easy as that. I'm sure he's learned now, though. And then lastly, you guys, in quickies, NBA Youngboy, they say neither him nor Floyd Mayweather was at the baby shower for Yaya. They had a baby shower for her this past weekend. NBA Youngboy, from what I understand, is the father of this child. She got pregnant very shortly after she went and stabbed his last baby mama, the one who was pregnant. Remember, she got into a confrontation with her at the house, stabbed her. She went to jail and all of that. Well, the love was not lost, apparently, because she ended up getting pregnant with him. And now she's having a baby shower. She's about to have a baby. I think she's 20 years old. She's young. She's having this baby. He was not at the baby shower. We know that Floyd Mayweather was not going to be at that baby shower because Floyd Mayweather and Yaya don't have much of a relationship. He says he wants his children to be happy, of course, but I think that he just can't even support what she is doing right now. So he loves her maybe from a distance. I'm sure Floyd probably also has some regrets, the way that maybe he, the way that he fathered or wasn't a father to his children. His children, bound her to have some issues from that. And Yaya, I think because she's the oldest child, I believe, we're just seeing her issues firsthand, or, seeing her issues first. I think that he's trying to work things out with his boys, but I guess this relationship with Yaya is going to take a little bit more time. Neither of them were at the baby shower, but Yaya, when you look at the pictures, I mean, she looks happy. So, I mean, I hope it all works out for her. Keke Palmer, it's getting dark, you guys. Let me try to get off of here. Keke Palmer has said that she feels like the EBT program, that they should give away healthy foods for free for people who have EBT cards. That's all a very nice idea, but healthy foods is really the most expensive food. All right, so I can't ever see them doing something like that. And then there are people who live in areas that they don't even have a healthy food section. Like over here at the Wayfield by my house, they ain't got no healthy food section, or if they do, it's real small, So some people don't even have access to healthy food like that. They just trying to eat. But, we admire Keke Palmer for trying to look out for people and eating healthily, health consciously. That won't be happening. And then lastly, you guys, congratulations are in order for 8-year-old Blue Ivy Carter. She is a singer. We've heard her rap, and now she can add narrator, children's book narrator to her lengthy resume already. As 8 years old, Miss Blue Ivy Carter is doing the damn thing. Her parents are setting her up for greatness. She is now narrating the children's book Hair Love by Matthew Cherry. We got a little clip of her voice on there, and good for her. So Cherry Love Hair Love. Okay, it follows the father-daughter duo Stephen and Zuri as they attempt to style Zuri's hair for a special occasion while her mother, Angela, is away. All right, that is what the story is about, and Blue Ivy is the narrator, so good for her, you guys. I think I actually, is it just on Audible Books? Child, them Audible Books be high as fuck. Oof. If you're not a part of Audible or some sort of like club that has these books available, that should be 20 and 30. I mean, be 30, 25 and 28 and $30. Like, damn, you might as well just get the damn paper copy, but anyway, that's neither here nor there. Congratulations to Miss Blue Ivy. If you guys have kids, maybe you guys should get that and support. All right, you guys, that is it. Is that it? I had so many things on here that I was trying to get to. Yeah, I believe that is it. Let me get on off of here, get this edited. It will be up Friday morning for everyone. Okay. All right, we do this every single week. Oh, it's somebody's birthday. I almost forgot. A happy birthday shout out to King. Okay, Dreyance X. I'm not sure if I said that right, but he asked me a couple of days ago to give him a shout out, and I was like, remind me. And then he reminded me early yesterday, and I was like, I'm still gonna forget that, but okay, I'm gonna try to remember. And so here we are at the very, very, very end, and here I am trying to remember. So happy birthday to you. His birthday actually is today, but it won't be up until tomorrow, which is Friday. So it'll be belated by tomorrow. Hopefully you had a great birthday. Maybe you will be celebrating it this weekend. Make sure you are safe. Remember, the Rona is still out there, but happy birthday to you, King. And now that is it. We do this every single week. Make sure that you rate, comment, and subscribe, and make sure you come back.